All right. Well, you know what? Let's just rip it right from the old CBC, the Communist Broadcasting Corporation. Just right from here. How do I do this? Nope, that there. So Montrealers show up to support democracy at No Tyrants protest. Yes, yes. Event was of 1,000 protests happening as part of the No Kings movement. Oh, does anyone think that this movement is a grassroots movement? Do you think it was from the bottom up, or do you think it's from the top down? Quick little, quick little.
So,
We could just.
what was the question? Do you think what the protest started?
Yeah, you think the No Kings protest was a grassroots movement?
What do you mean by grassroots?
Like it started from the ground
People.
up, grassroots, from the ground up.
No, actually, in the United States specifically, no. I think it was definitely the Democrats that kind of planted the seed for it.
Oh,
Personally,
we will divulge any misconceptions. Trust me, I'm not drunk. I'm just retarded.
true
Um,
story.
Fuck you.
So okay.
All right, so
No,
Montrealers gathered
okay.
in Place du Canada on Saturday to send a pro-democracy message in what was dubbed a No Tyrants demonstration. It was one of many rallies taking place across North America. I told you I'm not retarded. I promise. North America, including Washington, D.C., as part of the wider No Kings movement in the United States. The mass mobilizations are to protest the direction of the country under President Donald Trump and what Republican Party leaders are calling hate America. Dave Hamlin Schellenberg was born and raised in Montreal, but holds dual citizenship. Traitor! Between Canadian and American citizenship. He's chair of the Quebec chapter of the Democrats Abroad. Not politically affiliated at all. The group behind Saturday's protest in Montreal. Speaking to the crowd, Hamlin thanked them not only for showing up, but for standing up on their knees. Today isn't just about gathering. It's about showing that we care and that democracy still matters, that voices still matter, that together we still matter. Okay, we could keep going on and on and on. Defund the military complex, totally based. Hey, fantastic, great, love it. Yeah, but you guys,
I rolled my eyes so hard, like it actually hurt there. Sorry.
Should we get into the hypocrisies right now? The same people that called for military intervention within Canada, but no tyrants. It's funny. They're like just because I had posted on our X. It was a flag. And it's the good guy flag. It just says good guys. So I am part of the good guy team. If you do not have a good guy flag, means that you're not the good guys. I'm the good guys. This is how they're basically acting. Even though Justin Trudeau operated as a tyrant, we've seen the draconian measures that went through within Canada, the absolute destruction of any type of ideals of democratic will of the people, even in their democracy-centered idea of 5149, which again I've brought up. Just that alone calls a crap ton of questions. If they really wanted 5149 democracy, well, maybe a liberal will actually ask me why democracy, direct democracy, is an absolute travesty and why they are so wrong in believing in it. But so we've seen things like, well, you know what? I guess I'll say this. Trust me, it's not an original thought. Good thing there are still no kings in the United States. It is funny that the people protesting no kings in Canada are literally ruled by a king. Oh. I'm
100.
as I don't know that we can get away from our corrupt government in Canada. I think,
I'm
at
gonna
least
tell them.
I'll say this. Well, I think the Alberta movement, the Alberta independence, I have my own opinions on that. And I think if Alberta separates, Canada falls apart and it becomes like it balkanizes. And we have mechanisms within Canada to correct Canada. And the issue that I have, like, I know there's a lot of people that talk about, like, becoming a republic or just changing the system. Cool. Love it. I would love for Canada to be a republic, but I believe in that idea. It doesn't matter if the paper means anything. So this would actually get into a deeper discussion of rights, and I won't get into them here. But if you don't believe, or if you are not willing to fight for those ideals, ultimately, it's no different than me holding up this piece of paper and saying, this is my charter and it protects everything. And then someone takes it and rips it in half and burns it and goes, yeah, cool
Those
charter.
bastards.
Now what? I think it's more important to change the ideas. And this is why I really do believe when Breitbart says politics is downstream from culture, you have to change the people, make them believe in these things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because if you just rip out our charter in Canada and install a republic, people don't care. It's the people that gives the paper its value, its meaning. Like the Declaration of Independence that you see in the United States, people revere that as important. They actually feel like it is almost like a religious document. But then there's other people who say, this is an old document, it's garbage, who cares? So I think that's where the difference is. And like I said, I won't get into the whole discussion of rights right now.
So, okay, so with the what?
I 100% agree. Yeah, I think the liberals look at our charter as like a game. Like, how can we get around? How can we enact our will while still maintaining a charter? That's more or less how I view it. So, sorry, what were you saying, Kim?
So, okay. So first, hold on. Okay, I was scared something was going to start playing and then all of a sudden come through if I wasn't muted.
Oh.
So with the whole No Kings thing, so I had looked up. Oh my God. Here we go. Like, what is the No Kings protest, right? So the No Kings protest, also known as internationally as the No Dictators or No Tyrants protest. It's a series of demonstrations largely in the United States. So if you
be protesting China.
Okay, so when you look at, and it says funny, okay, largely, or demonstrations largely in the United States against the organization described as authoritarian policies from Donald Trump and corruption in his administration. So when you actually look up the definition, well, what is a tyrant? Well, a tyrant is a cruel or oppressive ruler. A tyrant has disposed of popular demonstrations. Okay. What is the definition of cruel? Because it's saying cruel, right? Willfully causing pain or suffering to others or feeling no concern about it. Gonna say wrong. I haven't seen him do that. Dictator. Okay. A ruler with total power over a country, typically one who is obtained by control by force. So then I had asked good old AI, because AIs are awesome. So what is an example of a tyrant?
Is Justin
Pol
Trudeau
Pot,
a tyrant?
Joseph Stalin, Adolf Hitler. Those are examples. Okay. Kim Sung from North Korea.
Kim Il-sung.
Thank you. See, it looked like two L's to me. And then, well, what is an example of a dictator? Then you have Kim Jong-un. Okay, so do you really see Trump falling in line with any of those people? He hasn't done remotely the same, anywhere close to the same things. He hasn't killed the amount of people that all those people have. And the way that they, like, the literal definitions of tyrant and dictator do not match what he is in the slightest. They keep throwing the words around.
No, I don't even.
Not...
I don't even agree with having to defend these positions because these people don't believe it. They don't believe it.
Insane. Like, how stupid do you have to be?
But that's how these people are. They know that Donald Trump isn't a tyrant. He's not trying to wield unchecked authority. There's still the courts. There's still processes that this stuff has to go through. So they know that he's not a tyrant. They know he's not a dictator. They just have to use this rhetoric to rile people up because emotional people do stupid fucking things. That's why. Emotional people are dumb. And I don't mean like lacking intelligence. They make dumb decisions. How many good decisions? Anyone out there in chat, how many good decisions do you make when you're emotional? How many good decisions? Probably not a lot, right? Probably not a lot.
No.
100% agree, Spiritual Outlaw. 100% agree.
Vax Daddy? Is that, oh God, what's his name?
What, Albert Bourla? Anthony Fauci?
Fauci is who I was thinking of. Fauci, ouchie, there we go.
Or Justin Trudeau. Like, I can understand the criticism with Trump, and I 100% agree with it, that with the whole light, whatever he called it, light speed or whatever, to roll out this vaccine. Like, my whole position with the vaccine stuff was, if you want to get it, dude, who am I? Who am I to tell you? I think people should be informed of making their decisions and given the best information with regards to that. The big problem that I started to run into when people were saying, hey, there was a pilot in BC, one of the famous stories that came out of Canada, I have Guillain-Barré syndrome. If I take this, I could die. And so he lost his job as a pilot because he couldn't. They said, well, because you're not taking it, then you're out of a job. Sorry. See you later, buddy. One of the famous stories was, the band The Offspring. The drummer of that band for like 22 years has Guillain-Barré syndrome, and the band just kicked him out. Like, with friends like that, who needs enemies? So we've seen story after story. We've seen people that have been injured and concerned. We've talked about Dan Hartman and his son, Sean, who had complications, or at least suspected complications with regard to COVID, and his son died. And so I think once you start forcing that stuff on people, yeah, I have a big problem with that. Big problem with that. But so I have this from gov.exe, a friend of the channel, and we've had Kevin on a few times. What?
Sorry, did you while I was trying to look up stuff, did you know that Trump has a response to the No Kings protesters?
Oh, we'll play it. We'll play it after.
Okay.
We'll play it after.
I finally found it and I started watching it a little bit and I stopped it. But
so yeah. this is one of the protests going on in Montreal. Oh, why?
No Trump, no KKK! No fascist USA! No Trump, no KKK! No fascist USA!
What the hell? They're not even the same.
No KKK! No fascist USA! No Trump, no KKK! No fascist USA!
They'd be like literally saying like no dogs, no wood ticks. Like they're totally different.
What?
Trump and the KKK? They're not even remotely the same.
I mean, if you are paid to think that, yeah. No, was it no Trump, no KKK,
no Trump, no KKK,
no
no fascist USA.
Yeah.
That's gonna get stuck in my head and not in a good way.
No, but that's how these people. Well, wait, I thought it was about dictators around the world. Why would you be targeting Donald Trump? This is
Because it's
all
all about Trump.
AstroTurf. I
They're so
promise you all.
narcissistic.
This is all AstroTurf. This is fake bull donkey bologna sausage. We have this from Wiretap Media. While Canadians' political classic is ignoring Antifa-aligned NGOs like the Canadian Anti-Hate Network, who may be aiding funding domestic terrorism, radical Marxists advise their comrades to take up arms and publicly execute their political rivals at the No Kings protest this weekend. We aren't at war, and Canadians better wake the F up.
That's a full display right there. Has to get wiped out. You gotta grab a gun. We gotta turn around the guns on this fascist system. These ICE agents gotta get shot and wiped out. That's a full display
Oh my
right
God.
there. Has to
So,
Hold on. Was he saying that ICE agents need to get shot?
yes.
Says I'm really sorry. I'm going there. Says the guy with the accent who clearly is not from there, which I'm going to assume came there illegally
Maybe.
because
maybe
of
not.
his stance.
I'm
just saying.
I'm gonna pull this
Could be
up.
wrong.
It's gonna be hard to see. Okay,
It is.
I'll try to zoom in as much as I can with this. What is it? Is it shift control? There we go.
Hold down control and the zoom. Yeah.
Okay. How do I just get this out of here? Whatever. This will have to do. My apologies, everyone. All right, let's take some just some notable individuals. So remember, this is a grassroots movement. Grassroots. Okay. No King's partners. Maybe how about the ACL or the ACLU actually, yes. The American Civil Liberties Union, which has been an NGO tied with the Democrats. Yeah, they funded, is that 42 billion? 42 million, sorry. How about that? The ACLU. We have American United for Separation of Church and State, Arab American Institute Foundation, Behind the Ark, a Jewish Partnership for Justice, Care in Action, Carolina for All Education, Center for Biological Diversity, Center for Common Ground, Center for International Environmental Law, Citizens for Responsibilities and Ethics in Washington, the Climate Museum, Common Cause Education Fund, Common Defense, Civic Engineering. There's some interesting ones like where is it now? What, Feminist Majority Foundation? There was a couple. Where is it now? There were some like socialist ones, a lot of this stuff. Jobs with Justice Education Fund, Jewish Voice for Peace. Okay. Women's March. Yeah, because that's a total organic grassroots movement. I wonder if there's maybe a little is there a little Trevor Project maybe something along those lines? National LGBTQ Task Force, National Women's Law Center, New Florida Majority, now DBA Florida, Rising Together, Newton Alliance, Action Alliance, Oil Change International, which is an environmentalist organization, Our Revolution, which is a pro-communist revolutionary organization, Parents Together Action, Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood. That's what I think of when I think of tyrants, even though we go look up the history of Margaret Sanger and how much she hated the Negro and how she wanted them dead. It's funny that the organization that they support. But let's look at some of the organizations at the tippy top. So these are like the big ones. So Arbella, Buffett, Ford, Rockefeller, Soros, Tides. This is showing a grand total of $294 million. $1/4 of $1 billion to fund these totally organic protests. I don't know if you guys have watched any of these protest like videos lately. They're all like seniors.
I haven't noticed. I'm literally just trying to think. I haven't noticed that. I know
There's
I see
quite
some.
a few. There's quite a few that it's a bunch of old people. I wonder why.
An extra paycheck, some extra money.
I'm telling you, none of this is grassroots. This is the amazing thing, guys. With the Freedom Convoy, this is why it is so incredible. That was 100% grassroots. There was no big organizations behind it, pushing this, funding it. That was from every normal Joe Blow just operating in the world. Yes, he is a terrorist. In my opinion, I think George Soros is a terrorist. The Freedom Convoy was 100% a grassroots movement.
Mm-hmm. That was, yes.
And another thing that the media tried to, or the government and the media tried to push, saying that it was a foreign funded movement. No, when they had that whole commission with the Emergency Act and all that crap, the People's Inquiry, all of that stuff, it was the vast majority, like 70, 80% plus, was within Canada, not from outside, wasn't funded by the United States or Russia, as they tried to purport. It was Canadians sending $20, $100. Yeah, there were some big donators, like, maybe like $10,000, but the vast majority of it was people sending like $100.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
That's grassroots. So whenever you see any of this, just think some big government or NGO is funding this, all these no kings stuff.
Yeah, definitely. It was not a small fringe group at all. Nope.
No, I think a lot of
you actually see the videos of the people who were live streaming the whole thing, or even sadly enough, because you had to go to American News to actually see coverage on it. That was not a small amount of people. It wasn't a small amount of people that went to Ottawa, and it was not a small amount of people that were literally lined up on highways, waving flags, showing appreciation for the truckers. No, it was a mass amount of people.
No, it was huge. Absolutely huge and amazing. So this is what the no kings protest. And no, I'm not saying that the whole movement, everyone was, doing this, but this is the stuff that gets clipped. This is the stuff that makes headlines. There probably most people are like, yeah, they had no idea what they were actually going for. But because you know how Antifa and these types of organizations have operated, we can't assume anymore. We can't assume that these are just, these are people just out there just doing their thing. No, we've seen how these organizations and how these people decide, how they decide to kind of entangle themselves with this type of stuff. Yes, actually, at least I do every day. If not watch, read. I read it every single day. I read CBC, CTV, Global, National Post, CP24, God, you name it. I pretty much read it. I try to do as much as I can. Again, it's more like, like stuff that's actually, culturally or politically relevant. I'm not reading like, 5-year-old Timmy picked his nose and I don't know, ate it or whatever.
Lies. That's literally your favorite news to read.
Wait, lampshade etiquette. What? I met people in Roseneath, Ontario, who were at one point moving drugs that were required at the Trent Air Force Base with cover from military and police. I unfortunately don't doubt it. We've seen ever since Trump came into office, we've seen a lot of Mexican cartels operating in Canada. 7 cartels are operating within Canada and have been getting precursors.
Sounds crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the shift that we see happening now within Canada is a lot of the cartels and stuff that were operating in Mexico, they just went up to Canada. The biggest drug it's funny, like every month or so, like have you guys noticed this? Like every month, it's like the biggest drug lab just busted in Canada. And then like next month, it's the next biggest drug lab busted in Canada. And
There's
then
so
again,
many.
isn't it weird? Isn't it
Yeah.
weird how that happens? Yeah,
Yeah.
because they just moved all their precursors from Mexico to Canada. Did he meet with them? I don't know if I don't think he'd be that dumb to meet with the cartels. They have their own ulterior motives, but Canada is not going in a good direction with cartels operating. Because how this ends up happening, so like
It blows my mind.
the analogy that I use is like, if let's say your neighbors, you guys got along great with them. They'd come over and they'd have dog treats and they'd give the dog treats to your pets. And they'd come over with, dinner for you once in a while, or what, hey, we made a bunch of this and we sent it over, and maybe they come over for drinks once in a while and all that stuff. And great relationship. Couldn't ask for better neighbors. Then they move out and her new family moves in.
Ugh.
And they keep poisoning your dog. You keep finding like a tennis ball with nails in it. The food that they give you is like literally stuff that they picked up out of the garbage can. And you're going like, what? Why? I don't stop coming here. No, I don't want. Yeah, but we heard you like your neighbors coming over. I'm like, yeah, but you keep poisoning my goddamn dog. You keep harming.
I don't know. They wouldn't.
My family.
If we had neighbors that did that to our pets, they wouldn't have made it past the ball. Personally, you'd be bailing me out of jail.
So what? Our government works with them. That is why Kamloops big bus only had one guy charged.
Really, one guy. Come on.
Well, and we have seen, we've seen drug busts out of Calgary. Like a Calgary man, Hardeep Singh Sir Brar. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, real good old Canadian boy.
What are you talking about?
Charged with drug smuggling into the United States. Like, yeah, okay, dude. Yeah, sure. I believe that when me shit turns purple, it smells like rainbow sherbet. So, and that's I think what a lot of this is because
100%. I agree with this. Absolutely.
Also, that they can get into the U.S. That is why President Trump was pissed at Carney and Trudeau. Yeah.
I don't blame him.
And then the liberal media and the liberal pundits, not naming any names, but like they see this stuff and they're like, "Why is the U.S. being so mean to Canada? What? We've always been good." It's like, yeah, but 10 years ago you weren't poisoning my dog. Now you are.
Yeah.
So my attitude's gonna change when you try to poison my dog and you keep throwing
100%.
like flaming garbage trying to burn my house down. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be a little ornery. Forgive me. I might be just a little ornery.
Just a wee little bit.
Yeah. So the whole no kings thing, no tyrants. Shut the fuck up. It's all gaslighting. It's all fake. All of this stuff it's fake. No one buys this stuff. And that's what bothers me. Like I said before, or I said earlier, I read this stuff. I'm an idiot. And I can see this stuff. The people who are like political pundits and all this, they see the same stuff, but their view is completely inverted. They justify it. You know, the whole elbows up crowd.
I don't know. There are some things. See, I'm a woman. I get emotional. Certain things, like I tell you, the whole elbows up thing, I would just want to, like, it's like instant triggering for me. I just want to smack him. Be like, put your elbows down, you dumbass. I can't even.
Yo, what about this? For those that are just listening, so here's a couple people. Make assassinations great again.
Stop. Who's the picture?
I can't really make out what it is. It looks like Donald Trump with his head blown off. Oh
my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, so there was that woman out of Chicago, that famous, it's kind of become, you know, that's been circling around, of a teacher going like in the neck.
Right? I hope that bench gets fired.
Well, and so, you know, the school was denying that it was her, but yet you shut down your ex account. Like if
denying, she was clear as day on camera.
But they weren't part of it. That's not her.
1000%.
If I had an employee and I was covering for them, I wouldn't do I would do what they did. If it wasn't them, I wouldn't have done what they did. I would have put out a statement that, like, there was this guy that was like a psychologist or psychiatrist that worked with like transgender youth or some garbage. Was it in Washington? And the company that he had listed for that he worked with said like, hey, here's a statement. This person hasn't worked with us since like 2018. We have no professional connection with this person at all. Hey, hands off. Okay? We don't go after people who are innocent. We don't do that. Yeah. You target the people who deserve it. And I mean target, like, call them out. Say, like, how you're acting is disgusting. How these two people, and of course, septum piercings, really, septum piercing theory is really holding up well. So,
I can't, I'm sorry. I think I made the mistake and actually zoomed in on these shirts. They're horrible. Mm-hmm. Like the one girl, like I'll kind of describe a bit of it. I don't want to show it. I actually zoomed up. But in the one shirt, it said, politicians don't die. Like they used to.
Yeah. So the one on the right is when Donald Trump got shot in Pennsylvania. But it's showing that it hit him.
Yes. And then the other one, is him literally putting a gun in his mouth. Yeah. That unbelievable. That is so gross.
So when you think of the people who are, talk about tolerance and inclusivity and being loving, this is why, the message is never the message. The message is the revolution. That's what these people are. They are revolutionaries. They are communist revolutionaries. That's what this is. That's 100% what this is.
Gross.
Should we could play this clip here. So this was Reddit Lies had posted this one. So full footage of No Kings protesters stealing the glasses from a man's face, then tripping him after he tried to chase the thief down. Rude. This was posted on Reddit Denver protest, where Redditors say, sorry, I'll just pull it up. Are saying this was posted on Reddit or /r/Denver post, where Redditors are saying they supported his free speech until he said a slur. So confirmed piece of POS, but I guess I was okay with his freedom of speech until he made that slur comment. Good for his ass. He is smirking so hard. Just to split hairs a bit, freedom of speech applies to the government, nothing more. Not that I'm saying he shouldn't be able to yell some hate speech. Hate speech isn't a thing. Now, I'll say separately, if one yells hate speech, then F that person. Tolerance to all except the intolerant. Famously, Karl Popper's stance that I 100% agree with. He argued that that to preserve a tolerant society, it must, in certain cases, claim the right to suppress intolerance, often by keeping it in check with public opinion and rational argument, but reserve the right to use force if necessary. So we'll just see what this guy is, if it'll play. How much you want to bet it doesn't play?
Don't say that. Don't jinx that.
So I'll just... This probably won't load because X likes to do this sometimes. So it's gross when we can't all look at each other as humans rather as neighbors. We all have way more in common than we do with the politicians and elites that separate us, that want to divide us, or that separate us, that want this divide.
Really? I mean, his comment did not have the belches in it, guys.
It did. It did.
It did
You're
not.
welcome.
No.
I was method acting.
God. Okay, what link is this? I'll see if I can get it to play.
Was it 2 minutes 40 something seconds, I think?
Which I need a link.
Oh, it's at the bottom of where all the organizations that were... Just go to right there. There you go. I'm so proud of you.
How do you know what I'm doing?
Because I can see. I see everything.
Know what I'm doing? How? I'm not sharing my screen.
Well, Porter, I'll say this. I more or less agree with it, but I've become more and more disillusioned with it. Because do you want to share a world where a innocent person that espouses milquetoast positions gets assassinated and then those people cheer about it? I don't. I think that's repulsive. I think that's repugnant. I think those people are below me, morally, ethically, everything else. I don't want to share a world where if us doing this is justification for me to be murdered. I don't want to live with those people.
No.
The people that are centrist, there are a bunch of people who were left leaning, I know Schumann Head's been prominently kind of left, hard left. She's totally rebuked anyone on the left. People like her. Kind of the classical liberal, which I would find myself in that camp where I'm going, I don't know, whatever that is, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't know what that is, but that is absolutely against anything and everything that I've held, the beliefs that I've held, the worldview that I've held as a liberal. That is illiberal. That is absolute destruction. So I find myself in the camp of Christian conservatives and arguing with them against, these far left type individuals. I don't want to share a country with people like that. I don't. Is it working for you?
No. And I was trying to go on to Reddit here to actually find the thing, but it's saying I'm blocked. So it's like, it might have been a mistake. It's like, it might have been a mistake, but yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on there. I don't know.
r/titty drop?
Maybe.
Understandable.
VPN too. Hold on. Let me try something.
Understandable.
We might glitch for a sec.
No, I 100%. I do agree. I agree that we are in it is a war between good and evil. And I think we've absolutely lost.
Feed
me all night long.
Thank you.
It's just not just in the middle of talking. That's cool. Don't worry about it. It's cool. I like that. I like just being cut off. Here, let me
when I heard that you weren't talking.
You know what really grinds my gears? You, America. Fuck you, Diane.
Huh. I take that personally. My America in this situation.
No, I think it is a fight between good and evil. And even me, someone that's not spiritual, not religious, I view as what they're doing as it is evil. It is even in terms of human flourishment, I can look at it even in that aspect. That what they're doing is actually the opposite of human flourishment. It is the destruction of human ingenuity, morality, and ultimately flourishment.
Oh.
So I think
Looks
what
like
they're
this-
doing. What, did it get yanked?
The Reddit post, it got yanked.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, interesting. Well, that sucks. So that's probably why it's not loading, maybe.
So I agree, but it's social programming coming from the mainstream. That's why channels like yours are so important. Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. If you guys are enjoying it, share it. Share it along with your friends. We were booted from YouTube for about 3 years because we were talking about COVID at the time, and so we're back. We're back like a bad rash.
Literally, as of freaking Friday, we got the email. Hey, guess what? Sorry for the inconvenience, guys. We gave you your channel back. It's like 3 years ago is when we were like perma-banned. I tried appealing it, everything, nothing. So yeah, we're just finally back. Yep. We can catch all the in-between episodes on Rumble though.
yeah, we've been going strong on Rumble. So you know, who knows how long this will last on the old commie tube. So of course we're always streaming on Rumble. Chris and the whole Rumble team over there have been nothing but gracious with us to have us over there and espousing our opinions. So I owe a debt of gratitude towards Chris and the Rumble guys, gals. You know, it's cool. You know, it's gender neutral. Shut up. So, yeah, of course, like hit the subscribe button and come on over to Rumble. We'll probably be kicking you over to Rob Knorr. Rob, me and him we've been talking a little bit. I'm not trying to manifest anything. But I basically said, Rob, if you don't come on, I'm going to break your legs. And he's like, well, don't you? I don't even know who the hell you are. And I'm like, shit, you're right. It's true.
Oh, right. Okay. So I found this. So hopefully it's a little something. I found it on TMZ.
Ride your bike, you fucking fag. Go get a job.
Oh, that was the racial slur?
Really?
Wow. Oh. Oh my god, that guy tripped him? Oh my god. Oh wow. How dare you help him?
Dude, you don't quit, I'm serious. Hey, get your buddy. Get your buddy.
Oh, this is okay.
So there you go. So there, he said the flag word. Called them a bunch of flags, and that was justifiable for him to get attacked.
How's that a racial slur for one? It's not a race. Oh, I don't think it said racial slur. It just said slur, didn't it?
Slur. Man, see, and these people pearl clutch so hard. This is why I think that the left of today are a bunch of pussies. They're a bunch of Puritan pussies.
Right? Like, grow some cojones. Come on. Stop being such little bitches.
No,
there's only room for one bitch in the world, and it's me. Okay.
That's a huge bitch.
You're not wrong. Cheers to that, sir.